Ah, baby, 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 baby. I said up. I said up.
Okay.
What's up, niggas? Welcome back to the Lit Library. This is our first time going live with y'all since Christmas. So welcome back. And if you are tuned in, you can see that we got some motherfucking niggas in the building. But before we get there, hello, D.H. Renfro. How art thou, nigga?
Hello, art thou good?
Amazing. Okay. Marie, how is you?
I'm doing good.
Yeah, it's your
It was a
silver
little
princess
late,
still
but I'm
can.
here.
Yeah.
Oh, I just got
It
my
don't
hair
matter.
done.
It's
Thank
Friday.
you.
Hell yeah. And guess what? I'm not there to fuck your shit up.
First, I was just about to say, Bree, you are a very bold lady to be getting silk presses during the summertime in Columbus, Georgia. That's all I'm gonna say. Very brave. It's real hot down here.
I mean, usually it'd be okay. I don't know.
It was just that Candace whooped your ass that day. It's okay.
I'm not. Fingers crossed. I won't be whooping it next year because we'll have braids together. Huh?
Oh yeah, no, I learned my
Huh?
lesson.
Yeah, I'm going boho knotless next year, God willing. Huh?
Oh, we gonna be twins then, because that's exactly what I'm
Locked
about
in.
to do.
Not about to play with
So
y'all.
when y'all were saying beating ass, were we not talking about flogging? We weren't.
We haven't gotten there yet.
Oh,
Hold
we
your
haven't-
horses. Hold your
Yeah.
horses.
We got to warm them up first.
You might
Yeah.
like just trying to no lose. My God. And last but not least, we got C.M. Barnes, who released, or her audiobook released this week, Enigma, and that bitch is on the motherfucking charts. Well, sorry, YouTube. It's on the charts. So, oh my God. Welcome, C.M. Barnes. We are so excited to have you today. Oh my God. It's a local celebrity.
Yes. Y'all so ridiculous.
Oh my God,
First
so
of
it looks so
all,
good.
shout out to Keita for these bundles.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, for real. Shout out to
No,
Keita
for
the
real.
bundles.
For real. Worth
I'm
every
gonna get me some
dime. But
bundles
listen,
too.
Okay, I know where to get my bundles.
you
now.
know what? You can get a quick weave.
I can't. We and her gonna talk about it for December. I told her I was gonna grow my hair back out, and she got to be responsible for it. She's not believing me
You know
right
what?
now.
I need to see you with a bob. I know you would be so
Ooh.
fucking foolish with a
Yeah, that'd be
bob.
cute.
The
I got a
way
bob.
your
I got some.
neck-
I got plenty
She be up
pictures
there
of me
like-
in a bob each. Okay, I love a bob with a swoop bang.
Happy Friday,
Okay.
y'all. I'm glad to be
Yes.
here. It's been a good week.
Hell yeah, and
It's been a good week. It was a good week. I just want to say audiobooks is not for the weak. You fight for your life in those audiobook categories, and white people run them. They
Not
run
today,
them.
Yeah.
The only category that is truly ours is African American.
Sometimes
Everything
it ain't
else-
even ours.
Because why is 50 Shades of Grey still on the charts?
I don't know.
The audiobooks are still in the top 100 on Amazon for Audible.
Foolishness.
No accounting for bad taste.
Now
Because
listen.
I got people. Never mind. I'm about to say something crazy. I
Yep,
forgot we got.
I knew I had to cut you off.
Yeah,
knew it.
but
You
listen,
crazy.
this is our
Somebody's
first
grandma is on
episode.
their iPad listening to that right now.
Probably
The
my
grannies like it. I'm telling you, somebody grandma is listening to Christian Grey right now.
My mom and her friends ate that shit up. Okay. And when I mean like watched it on repeat,
Oh my
like
gosh.
it is crazy. It's crazy what it did to the boomers. It came through and just like took them by
I
storm.
have clients because of all that horrible advice. Like,
Yeah.
you know,
It was something. But this is the intimacy edit because we need to start having some real conversations. And I want to talk to Black women because I need y'all to unpack a lot of the things that y'all have allowed white men to tell you is acceptable sexually. The worst people on this earth have created the standards of what's acceptable intimately for women and subsequently Black women. History of being violent against women, history of sexual assault and not caring what they take from women. And this is who y'all are modeling your sexual behavior around? No, not on my watch.
Period.
On my watch.
But then I brought some of my favorite author friends. And I brought one of my longtime friends who knew me before I was seeing Barnes, which is so funny. So first and foremost, we have your favorite fat girl romance writer and erotica writer, Shameka Erby herself. Okay,
Hi.
My
my
favorite fat
mother
girl.
just tried to steal my books in the mail. She like, I got her books. No, you don't, because you didn't buy her books. Those are mine. We have Lady Marie, who I'm waiting on my books to come. And when y'all talk to Miss Lady Marie, raise the
No,
damn book prices.
we're not doing that
Raise them.
today.
Oh,
We're
you
not
know
gonna
Like
I'm
do
the
that.
good at
roof.
that.
Y'all not gonna jump
Raise
me
them.
again.
Raise them. Okay. We have author Minx, who gave us Room 9 and is working on some new heat as
Yes.
well.
Hey
Okay.
y'all.
I read it. I love the premise. I'm ready to get to the fucking. Sorry, I mean the sex. Sorry, you two. My bad. And then we have a relationship expert who specializes in polyamory, ethical polyamory, not you cheating and telling them other people that you polyamorous. Like, it's ethical, it's discussed, it's agreed upon, lives the lifestyle,
Mm-hmm.
okay? And sex coach, intimacy coach, okay? If you having some parenting problems, she can help you with that too, because she is raising a beautiful son who is emotionally intelligent. We have Chanee of Chanee Speaks here.
Hey, y'all.
So, hey y'all. I'm so glad to
Not
have
y'all
y'all
being
here.
quiet.
I
Hey,
know.
girl.
Let me
You
We
gotta
still
tell
get
you,
here.
lit with the lit library,
Hello.
okay?
y'all getting
Yes.
lit.
What
Y'all
you got in your
getting
cup over
lit.
there, Shamika?
Yeah, let's
It
start that off. What you drinking?
it's whiskey and
Mm-hmm.
Coke.
Mm-hmm. Because you know you had to
Okay.
come
Just a
lit to the
little
lit
bit of Coke.
library. Mm-hmm. Yeah, just a
A
And the
little bit.
lime.
splash of Coke, ain't it?
Coca-Cola.
A
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Just
splash.
a
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I love a woman that loves whiskey. That's a woman after my own heart.
I want to do a whiskey tasting in November. We'll talk about that later. Shanae.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, girl. What you over there
Hi,
drinking?
Liz. I am drinking Douce and cherry Coke.
Do say cherry
Oh, I
A
like
coke.
lot,
that.
come
Okay.
on.
and
Hey.
most importantly, there is Gelato 33 tincture in my beverage. Happy
Ooh.
Friday.
Amen.
You just reminded me I have some ginger. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I'm listening to
Okay.
you.
Right.
I'm still
Let me,
listening to you. Oh my god, I'm about to put some in my
funny
cup.
story. I got listen, I'm still working on my tincture from House Party.
Same.
No, not House Party, Southern Hearts. Because one
Yeah,
time
with
I
Southern.
called myself just dropping.
Oh no.
I was sliding down the wall. My husband was like, "Are you okay?" I said, "I might have drip dropped a little too close to the sun."
Drip
Oh, I
drop
Yeah,
did.
close to the sun is crazy.
that was me the first time I tried it, and now I want to put some in this water just for the hell of it.
No, hold on.
Uh,
In your
If
water.
you
Are you
really
okay?
want quick access, just drop it right
Whoa.
under your
no.
tongue.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, there
I
you
I
go.
never had
Exactly.
tincture before. I'm still in my gummy phase because I
Oh
tried
yeah.
cookies and I overwhelmed myself.
Cause you just got snacks
Um,
from me. You didn't get tincture.
and so, huh?
You didn't
I
get
feel
tincture from me, did you?
I don't know. I don't think you gave me anything.
What are you talking about? I definitely gave you snacks when I saw you. Did I not? I gave you snacks, Shamika. Stop playing in my face.
What were the snacks?
I don't
Because
remember, but you was on my list, so I know I gave you stuff. I don't know.
let me let me tell you something. My favorite thing about tincture is turning anything into the sun.
wait,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
what you
anything.
gave me last
Go
year?
on and put a few drops on your taco. Take taco however you want it.
You know
Wait,
what my favorite
Sandra,
thing is?
was
Please.
it in that lemonade you gave me last year?
Ah, yes. I gave you lemonade last
Oh
year.
my God. Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so then I
Yeah,
have
yeah,
had
yeah.
it.
You
Okay,
had some tincture, yes.
that shit was a
Mm-hmm.
miracle. I was
I
like,
feel
oh,
like I gave
oh, I'm
you.
sorry, I can't be cussing, right?
Oh, you fine,
You can
girl.
cuss a little
We
bit.
cussing. Um, I gave you some at BRBF, and then I think I gave Nicole some at Indie Love or one of them other events I saw her at. She was like, "Yes, I was singing like Jodeci."
Let me
In
tell
the
you,
airport.
Austin.
I was like, Nicole,
shout
shut up.
shout out to Mr. Poppin' Pages.
He don't even
He
know
makes
that's his
some good
name.
ass. He makes some good ass lemonade.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like
And do.
he be
Shout out to
blending
him.
she be
Yes.
blending up.
He be over here
That
like
peach
Martha
lemonade.
Stewart, baby. He be
Oof.
straining
Whipping
fruits
that
and
work.
stuff.
I don't drink no lemonade.
Okay, that's not my fault, friend. I got you. I'm gonna see you. I'm gonna see you again later on this year. I got you. I got you. Just remind me. I got you, friend. Don't do me like that.
Okay.
Don't.
Don't do her like that. Lady Marie, what you drinking?
I'm drinking water today.
Mm.
I need to
Okay.
stay hydrated.
Very classy based.
Hydrated.
I'm
That's
I'm
real
very
healthy.
busy right now. Now, if y'all catch me later, I don't know.
Okay,
I'm gonna be up later.
I sure will be.
You really might catch me later.
Me. Just
You
text me. Text me when the liquor hit.
just
That's
I'm enjoying a Pineapple Express Keith Cola, so the clock is ticking on my BS.
I'm sorry. Over here, I feel like it already started because it sounded like you said cock to me. Sorry.
Whoa.
What?
That's what
I
it sounded like.
mean,
That
you
means this
don't
call is gonna get real ridiculous in about 10 minutes.
no, it is, but we're finna have a good time because
another
I
one.
like talking to other erotica writers because the first issue I have with sometimes with readers is they feel all erotica is the same.
No.
We do not all write erotica the same, which is why subsequently so many readers become fans of all of us as a collective because I know what I'm about to get when I go in a Shameka Erby book.
I
I know what I get when I go into a Lady Marie book.
I know what
Don't get
I'm
me started on
getting.
sentiment and goes because I still
Mm.
that level of get your
Ooh.
lick back,
Mm.
love it.
I just want you to know, because we wasn't really talking like that back then, right? Oh my God, when I read that book, I said, yes, bitch, do it again. Like, do it again. Fuck him in the
I was
kitchen. Fuck him in the
peeing and kicking my
kitchen.
feet up like
Every room in the
And on
house.
Thanksgiving, the family was downstairs carving turkey, and
and
she
he,
was upstairs getting stuffed.
I know
I
that's
mean,
right.
there's no other way to do it.
Okay.
It was,
They
I
started at the
know.
dinner table.
I said,
you,
I
he's
Yes.
sitting there
didn't
doing a
that
Yes.
motherfucking she wong
Goes
song
underneath that table.
all up in her
He
thing.
was throwing up
somebody
gang signs
fingering
on
you
the
at the
table.
dinner table is so.
Romantic.
I'm not a
Yes.
quiet. I'm not a quiet.
That's an act of love.
I'm not a quiet
come
lady. I would have blew the spot up.
be like, come on, physical touch.
They
Be
talk
like,
about is
Active
the yams
love.
that good?
Yes,
Yes,
they were.
Mm-hmm.
they
They
were
were good and it
actually.
sounded like mac and cheese. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
it's the perfect location.
I know when I go into a Shameka Erby book, I'm gonna get some sexually fluid characters. I know that I'm gonna
mm-hmm.
get women who do not have to have an hourglass shape. Okay,
Them
and
Her.
bitches
get
is fat. We can
characters.
just say it. I'm not scared of the word fat. Them bitches is fat. I'm
Yeah,
a fat bitch.
Okay.
I'm not a fat bitch. We can just.
yeah,
I'm not scared of the word. We
Period.
can. Them bitches is fat. We can say it.
Because
They
fat
are
is not a
apple
bad
shaped.
word.
They got arm
It's
flaps.
not.
They got double chins. They got back fat. They got it all.
and my favorite thing is like representation where a character has an apple shape because I'm an apple shape, and an apple a day keep the doctor away.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
You're gonna live a healthy, good life over here. Okay. So, and then we have Minx, who I know she's gonna fuss, but very BDSM lady
Hmm.
in room
Yeah,
nine.
Very nice
they
lady.
Huh? She was, that man was getting,
getting what he deserved.
yeah. And even Miss DH Renfro, let us know what she's capable of when we went over there to 123.
I be forgetting sometimes.
You be
Mm-hmm.
forget.
Don't
First of all,
forget,
let me
Don't
start
tell you.
forget.
unforgetting.
Okay,
Remember.
123. I think because y'all know I started editing or whatever like that. Shout out to DH and CM for giving a nigga a chance, whatever. When I read 123, I was reading. I was like, what the fuck am I reading? Who wrote this book? Who wrote this
It
book?
was
Because what
nasty.
am I reading? First of all, I don't. That's how I felt the same way when Enigma came out. I did not read Enigma because
Hold
obviously she
on.
gave us the drop. Nope, nope, nope. Because both of y'all had shocked the shit out of me. So
No.
no. So let me get it
No.
out.
I
No,
opened up that book
no.
and they was eating ass. I
Okay,
said,
first of all,
Candace.
that was the first draft that we had got, right? So Candace had already tried to put me up her game, like, oh baby, it's gonna be an erotica, boo boo boo. I was like, yeah, okay, girl, whatever. I didn't expect the first draft that she sent me to be his ass cheeks just open. Okay, his. So I was real confused how we started the book off like that, right? Luckily she went back, she changed some stuff. But the same reaction I had when I read Enigma is the same reaction I had when I read 123. And like it really had me over here. Like, I don't know these bitches for real. I thought these was my friends, but these hoes is nasty and I don't know nothing about them for
What
real.
you need to remember though is that people are out here having that good ass sex. They
They
just not
is.
talking about it.
And yes.
And that's what we just need to talk about it more often because these books, while works of fiction, are not
They
works
ain't.
of fiction.
Yeah.
It literally had me thinking, like, because it was a little time between, because I went to college with a friend, or DA, excuse me. I went to college with her, so it was, it was a little time where we wasn't talking, and it wasn't no connect crazy, people separate. So now I was wondering in the back of my mind, was this what she was doing them years that I wasn't talking to her, that we wasn't connected? Like, is this what she was over there doing?
Yes.
Because we had like, we got cool right back again when she had got pregnant with her baby. So I'm like, oh my god, she was over there doing that this whole time, and I never knew. Nobody told me. She's trying to act
I
all conservative.
literally had a friend the other day be like, "Hey, I didn't know you were bisexual," and I was like, "Yeah, I don't wear a T-shirt about the shit. It
Are
just,
you sure you
you know."
do?
I feel like I present. I feel
I
like
feel like
hello,
no friend,
today.
no sister,
Yeah.
because I didn't find out until you was doing a live with some hoes I ain't never met before. I said, why she telling them all her business like this? I didn't even know.
Yeah, I feel like I was like, I was never in the closet. It's just open space.
I think it's evident for
This is one
me
of those
when
times
I
where I
meet
remember they're
somebody
new
who's
here.
yeah.
no, I think it's evident for me when I meet somebody whose cooch I want to eat. Other than that, I don't really present. I don't think.
Yeah, I
So,
don't just
so
go.
are
I'm
I
not
don't
good
go
at hiding
like,
my. I'm not good at hiding my emotions. So if I want you, you can tell. So I think when I get around women I want, it's very clear.
I have seen you look at a woman like you want her in your mouth, so that is factual.
Well, okay.
I've
See,
seen that.
Okay, maybe
huh?
I need to
Well,
pay attention to things.
well,
Damn, I wish I was
am
drinking
I not
tonight.
paying enough attention? What do I be? I be in La La Land. Don't worry about it.
What you like? Do I gotta show up in a maxi dress and in a halter? What's going on?
are you?
You trying to?
DH, you
you,
just need to talk to her in that voice.
I'm about to
you,
say, you trying to put your voice on for her? Oh my goodness.
I mean, never mind. Send me some feet pictures and you gonna get everything you looking for. You need some lunch
Oh,
money this week?
that's all you need.
Oh,
Hold on.
that
First of all, you know what I was about to say? So I would just wait till we get off the phone because you raggedy heifer. Because I be giving you all kinds of shows. Don't nobody give me nothing.
That's not true. That's not true. Cause I send you some wine money.
Okay, you right. Never mind. She right. Okay. Candace. Oh my God. Look.
Yes, like cause see the thing is, like, even in the most non-sexual way, I'm very much trick on my friends. If they need something, you need a little lunch money, you $10 short, you need a little gas. If I got it, you got it.
look,
Big Mama be
look
Because
like,
now. Let me
because
start tapping into Big Mama
look,
because
Big Mama
because
randomly be like,
I'm a big
take
yeah,
this
cause
stuff out
like
to lunch
if you
today.
if
She
these
will.
motherfuckers out here
exactly.
not gonna treat if you're not
You
gonna
gotta do
treat
this
my
with me.
bitches right, hand them here, give them back.
Listen,
She
I'm
got that.
just like that.
give 'em
Like
back.
if that nigga can't afford you, he can give you back. I don't.
Give
I didn't like him anyway. All my closest friends is married. I'm the only single girl. Like all my closest friends are married, and I tell them all the time them niggas don't mean shit to me. Like they can give you
Period.
back. I can afford you. If they can't, like what the fuck? I can't.
Period. Come on, Big Mama. Oh,
exactly.
When it
yeah,
comes
for
when it comes to my
sure.
friends, I identify as a trick. But actually, when it comes to my woman, it's bad.
Mm.
It's
Chanee,
bad.
you be doing that for your friends? I don't know if you know I got a leg over here.
So this is how I know. Like
You ever wanted for
I'm not
anything in my
gonna
company?
I don't ever ask my friends for much, but I know that they be tricking because it's not anything that I drop that they don't end up having on their shelves.
That's facts.
Well, yes.
Books
So
are
Facts.
even
it's
a
like,
thing.
Oh,
even
seeing
in
Barnes on
how
that side.
things even in how they show how other women show up for me, it don't gotta be money in hand, but let me talk about a book that's coming out, or let me say, oh, my kid's selling something. Baby, my kids could be selling air. Y'all gonna be like, bottle it up, ship it. How much is it? I want this many. So for me, like, as we get into the conversation about women writing erotica, I think is that I'm loved properly by the women around me.
Mm.
And so people don't think non-sexual relationships play a part in intimacy, but they very much do.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
They very much do.
They
Like
provide the safe base
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
when you
it's
have
my
people you
friends
can
who
count on. Mm-hmm.
yeah,
And
it's
see,
my
and like
friends
I
who be
said,
like, nothing wrong with you.
like I said, I don't have a partner, and all my friends do. But it's just like when I'm writing men, I know how they're gonna treat that woman in my book because of how my friends treat me. My friends treat me very carefully. They are careful with me, and they are respectful with me, and they are kind to me, and they are loving, and they are generous. So these men are gonna be that because I get that. I experience that. So like there's no way.
The
I
realest
said the
nigga I
same
ever met
thing.
was a woman.
You
I
said what
said
now?
the same
I
thing
said the realest
in
nigga I ever met was a woman.
Facts. I
Oh
can
yeah,
agree
facts.
that's
with that.
always yeah.
Facts.
What you
I
was
said the
True.
saying,
same
Lady
thing in
Marie?
Atlanta. When I was on my panel, I was like, I'm the only one here without a man. Most of my friends are married. But my friends love me and I love my friends. I just dropped a bag on my best friend for her birthday at the Lego store. Legos ain't cheap. And she was like, oh, well, put it in the bag. Put it on the counter. I'm swiping a card. And then I swiped it again. What you want? And it's always going to be like that in my books because I know how I want
Love
to be
that.
treated. I know how my friends treat me. I know how my friends' husbands treat them, as they should.
Mm-hmm.
So like, I want to touch on sexual liberation and freedom for Black women because so many of us are not sexually liberated. So like, how do you ladies define sexual liberation, and how has that definition evolved in your writing journey? I'll let
I'll
whoever's ready start.
I'll jump in and provide a definition while the writers think about how it shows up for them. But sexual liberation is the freedom to explore whatever you want to do sexually, free from other people's opinions, other people's judgments, the things that other people put on you. Black women, particularly, are walking around with sexual ideals that come from religions they don't even practice.
Mm-hmm.
They're walking around with trying to meet sexual standards of white people who they don't even like. They're walking around, and what I don't ever understand is if you're gonna do it all the way. So if you've already renounced this idea that you are supposed to be virginal until marriage, don't just sit around and have boring sex, right? If you are going to have sex, you should be doing it in a fully embodied, fully free way, doing whatever it is that excites you, whatever that you enjoy, and you should definitely not be having sex with people who would shame you for that.
Mm.
See, and that's exaggerate because there are so many women who say they're sexually free, but
Mm-hmm.
then when they see what other people are doing, reveal how much they're really not. Because it's just like you know what I'm saying, like other people's freedom just like it opens up your own hangups, it exposes them. Like so many
Suddenly,
people are
everything's
just
too
like,
grown.
I'm free, I don't believe in that, you know, purity stuff. I don't, I denounced all that. I can do what I want. And then the minute you see a woman taking two dicks at one time, all of a sudden it's, oh, I ain't that free. Wait a minute then. Wait a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Then
Mm-hmm.
you not
Are
free
we
at
free or are
all.
we
Yeah.
not?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no gray area for freedom. I don't think people know that. I mean, and you can apply that to any aspect of life. Either you in jail or you not.
Right.
You not kind of in jail, kind of locked up Monday through Wednesday and free other day. No, you either are free or you're not. And honestly, it's okay to not be, but be willing to unlearn a lot of the stuff. Like nobody's saying you got to go take those two dicks at once. That's not what we're saying. What we're saying is be comfortable minding your business.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the key. Because here's
Jaleesa
the thing.
said the girls can't handle these erotica books. They're not as free as they say they are.
No, because
They are
suddenly
not.
everything's too grown. It's too grown. And I hate saying
Ain't no
that.
play. Ain't no play is not foreign.
And
Okay.
the thing is, we not giving nobody no extra holes in these books. There's
They the same holes.
There we
the
go.
anatomy is there, right? It's not. There's no extraterrestrial. We're not usually talking about no extraterrestrial shit.
Right.
So I don't understand when they're like, "I'm too grown for that." That gives. I don't really know what it looks like down there.
Or I'm
It
not grown
gives-
enough.
I don't
I'm
know
not
what
grown
makes
enough.
my body feel good. It's nothing to be proud of, for sure. I've never had an orgasm where I couldn't pant. It's not.
And I mean, honestly, I just saw a comment, and I don't take them personal because I understand that the journey to sexual liberation and freedom is rough. All right. For some of us, it's sped up because of life's traumas. And so we end up having to do the work to heal, and it unpacks a level of freedom. So I don't blame women when they're not as liberated as they think they are. Because I had somebody be like, oh, I was loving Enigma until the women started eating ass. And I said, and she's like, that's not my ministry, it's gross. If you think anything about your man is gross, you shouldn't be having sex with him.
And even
But
if you
here's the
don't want to
thing.
do it, you
Right.
can respect other people's right to.
You don't have to do it. Nobody is making you bend your nigga over and eat his ass. Nobody's telling you to do that. Who said
That needs to be a soundbite.
I prefer the legs like this.
Like, no, and that's
wanna-
my thing.
Hold on. I'm sorry. I'm just so sorry. Candace, you prefer the legs like what? is that Drake meme where he just got a
Yes. Just lift them up real quick. Yeah.
How do y'all feel like, yes, I want to know, how do y'all feel like it affects your writing when it comes to you?
I think I go into every book just thinking I'm going to do whatever feels good. And these women are going to do whatever feels good. And for me, it's always there's always a bit of trepidation because I write fat women. And so there's always going to be somebody who think fat women don't deserve to be in that position. And fat women don't deserve to have two men absolutely worship her.
Mm-hmm.
That they don't, so for me, there's always a bit of trepidation because there's always going to be people like that. And so I always have to push forward, even still, and just tell myself, because in my life, I mean, I'm a partner at the moment, but I mean, I ain't no virgin. I've done whatever feels good. And I mean, I haven't lacked orgasms in my life. And
Period.
I mean, and if y'all not coming, I'm gonna pray for you. But I be coming, and so I needed to be, for me, I needed to be real, and I need to go in with the mindset that the characters are gonna lead me, and whatever feels good, I'm gonna do that, even if I haven't personally done it, even if I've never written it before. It's just like, oh, well, this seems interesting. And it's just like, is that a position that will work? In my mind, it will work. In the story, it will work. So.
And it be working. Oh, yeah.
It works.
Shameka, I don't know if I've
well.
ever told you this, but it work a lot. Okay, I love
It
it.
works a lot.
I'll be
Yeah.
over there reading the books, and I said, "My God, today." Okay, I will never forget the first time I read a Shameka Erby book, and I was like, "Oh, hold on," because I knew fat bitches be getting, we in the dick. Okay, I know they get it. So when I had seen it in the fiction, I was like, "Oh my God, look at my homegirl!" Like, so she was telling me about escapades, and I don't never see it in the books.
So I had briefly met Shameka at the first BRBF, the inaugural one,
Mm-hmm.
and you was sold out, and I was mad as hell. And so I think I went and just got it and bought the ebook. I said, no, she is too cute to be writing like this. She got such a sweet face.
No, she's
No,
right.
no.
Like dead
She's
ass,
right.
such a cutie patootie. And this lady is taking dick on top of dick.
Mm-hmm.
The author's note for the
Wow,
air between
I
us says
love
it is
it.
still very gentle and sweet. I'm very gentle and sweet. It still is. It still is. But they don't get off of her. They
Mm-mm.
don't
They
They do
they don't
not
don't
get
let
off
up
of
off
her.
of her, and I love
do
that for
not
her.
The
let
air
up.
between us sees me often.
Huh?
I
It's
would
up at the
time
top
again
up
and
there.
again, right?
Okay.
All I want
Just
for
ask.
Christmas is two sees me often. Just want to let you know, ain't nobody tell
No.
you.
Yeah,
Okay,
no.
Bernie Mac.
Right.
Listen. I really I so forgive me, but I don't mean this as a threat, but nobody can whoop my ass about what turns me on. And that is just a mindset I really take into all of my books. I write what turns me on. If I'm writing something filthy, I am absolutely turned on by it. I am showing all 32 goddamn teeth
If my
while I'm
books have
writing.
something, I
I'm
gotta
like,
rewrite
oh,
it.
they're gonna like if some when I was writing Winston Hills, if I didn't have to stop and get up and go get some or get my rocks off, I was like, make it nastier. Make it nastier.
You know
If
what?
you as the writer aren't turned on, is it nasty enough?
No.
No.
And also, I don't understand why would you want to read boring sex in a book?
Because that's
Like
what
Well,
it
they're
has never made
that's
experiencing.
what they're
sense to me.
Well,
experiencing, and that's when people be like, "Oh, I okay, I'm sorry. I want the men in my books to be tall, rich, and dickly. Okay, that's what I want in the books." And so I be real confused
Mm-hmm.
when the girls be like, "Oh, Hannah, what about the
she
short
said,
legs?
what about the little dick niggas? What make you think
Huh?
I'm reading about a little
Ooh,
Huh?
dick
wait
in
a
a
minute. I don't
book?
want to look nigga in real
She
life.
said, give me
Huh?"
this 4 inch real quick."
We need to
Y'all.
strike that down in the name of black romance because
So,
don't do that.
somebody, I ain't gonna
No,
say who, but it was an offer I had last year that was advertising that
no.
the main
They wrote a
characters,
small dick
yeah,
romance.
his thing
I
was
am
like
I am going to
5 inches or
honor
less.
everybody's right to read the kind of fiction they want to write, which
Yeah,
brings us back to the nasty ass shit we like to read and
that's
write.
there you
We
go.
like to read.
Ain't no little dicks in my books. Don't come over here looking for that. I
No.
I
don't.
really just want
I'm
the
not
motherfucker.
writing.
I
Every
want that
author
in
has
the
his
book.
audience, right?
That's not
that's
for
not
me.
my
And she was like, "Well, everybody not like that." Okay, but that's not what I came to fiction for. What are we
y'all.
talking about?
I will never forget the threads conversation. I think it was Winston Hills because Winston Hills was always getting me in trouble. When somebody was
How you think I feel?
talking to me, they were talking to me about how no one is actually living polyamorously like that in real life.
How they know?
And I said, "Do you have Google?" I have never been happier to tell somebody to Google me in my entire life. Because why would you say that? Why would you say that ever? Polyamory is
You
having
know
a
what it
moment.
is though? Most people don't have healthy, thriving, monogamous relationships. And
Mm-hmm.
so the idea of having a fruitful, joy-filled life with multiple partners, they can't fathom.
They
There
also
it
they
has to be
also may not
toxic.
have good monogamous relationships because they're not fucking monogamous. Like
There you
that
go.
could be
Mhm.
a thing, right? But when people are always
Mm-hmm.
trying to fit into boxes that were not made for them, and then you're like, oh, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. I have released every single should that I've ever encountered. And I think that's what is happening to black women who read these books and they say it's too grown for them. I think they're carrying around all these shoulds about like what
Mm-hmm.
kind of sex they should like and what kind of relationship they should have and what how long they should make people wait before having sex. All of these like shoulds where they don't get any extra, like there's no extra heaven.
I
And even
just
if you're open to it, it's the and sometimes for some of them, even if you're open to it, it's not the kind of thing you tell people. So it's just like, even if you like it, you shouldn't tell people you like it. Like you shouldn't, you know what I'm saying? So it's just so a
Mm-hmm.
lot of it is not even just that they're not having the sex or they're not enjoying the sex or what it or whatever it is. Some of it's also the fact that it's it's not taboo to do per se, but it's taboo to talk about for some reason. Like,
mm,
and it's just like, and my mom told me years ago when we first started having conversations about sex or whatever, she was like, I don't never want to hear you say nothing like, I don't ever want to hear you say nothing like we doing it or we doing the nasty. She said, Shameka, name it. If you can't say it out loud, you need to keep your fucking legs closed.
Ooh.
Ooh.
And
mm.
so it's just I think that a lot of people have not even just the thing of they're not getting there sexually, but the thing of even if you are getting there, you shouldn't be telling people. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like something
Yeah.
that tab like, you know, like you shouldn't be saying that out loud. And
That's
it's
that
just like,
respectability
but we've
bullshit.
got to name the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Or
And just piggybacking off of that, not being able to name the thing is what makes you susceptible
Mm-hmm.
to having non-consensual things happening to you.
There you
And
go.
so it's always important to teach especially young women that your sexuality, you own it. What you want to happen to you, you own that. And it's nothing to be shameful of. You being turned on by somebody, you liking to have sex, there's nothing shameful about that, because on the flip side of that, it becomes very dark when they are repressed and, growing up in the church and stuff like
And it's
that.
actually dangerous.
I
Yes.
It's
was just gonna.
repression. Repression keeps women silent, and it not just silent sexually, silent in how people treat us, silent in how people approach us, silent in the things done to us. Like this is not it for it's not just smut. When I read Black erotica, we're not just reading smut. We are
Mm-hmm.
getting life lessons and consent and joy and passion and pleasure, a lot of things that are constantly trying to be taken from us as
Yes.
women. Like our autonomy is at the forefront of these conversations when we're writing Black erotica. So like I know people use the term smut and erotica interchangeably, and that's fine, do your thing, but I just want readers to recognize that Black erotica is not just smut. Like
And
we are
Yes.
unpacking trauma and trying to stop generational curses that we've experienced as little girls and young women.
and,
So,
and we're
you
doing
know,
that in
Absolutely.
revolutionary ways, right?
Yeah.
Because we
because
are.
what's better than cracking the book open and the man getting his ass ate?
Please.
We
Okay.
are still
Sorry.
living in a country that is built on our free labor, right?
Yes.
And we are now getting to sit in a place where we can not only can we openly talk about the ways that we like to get sexual pleasure, but we can also make good livings for ourselves doing so, right? Like that
Agreed.
that's a big deal. That's a reclamation of so many things that were taken from us. And so when we diss Black erotica because it's not our preference, we're also hating on progress. And I think that that is a nuance that people miss a lot.
And if
I
you on
will.
Foot Finder, find me at Toes on Your Nose.
Okay. All right.
It's
I was literally about to go
wait.
somewhere else,
all
and then
right.
you just did that. So okay, I'm
I need to
because
get on Foot Finder.
All
My
We
right.
just
toes
send a
cute.
tip jar across the screen right now.
we do need something like that. Okay, look, cash apps. It's like we'll figure it out. Okay, first of all,
What color you want? Okay.
okay, we'll figure it out. But in the same vein of that, with what Shanae was just speaking about, Black women have historically been placed in one of two extremes. You're either hypersexualized or you're desexualized.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
So especially when you are a little black girl who is just starting to discover her body. But anyway, how do you feel like, or how do you use erotic fiction to push back against the narratives that are in the black community when it comes to sex?
I think I think it goes back to what CM was saying. Like, you can't shame me for what turns me on or what I like or what I want to explore. I love Daddy King. Daddy, 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 daddy. Age gap, daddy,
Mm-hmm.
daddy, daddy. I
Mm-hmm.
don't. It's no problem for me. I have not slept with a man that could be my daddy, but if I do, that's my business.
Period.
You're
And
still young with.
I'm still, there's still hope. There is still hope. Okay, but
Get you
I
a nice cat daddy who gonna buy sectionals
that's
Go
and
to the
dining
that's
room
Starbucks. They
it.
be
furniture.
all up in there
That's
with silver
it. That's
foxes
all
and
I
stuff.
want. And I think that is what drove me with the Sugar and Spice series, because so much age gap is not for Black women or written by Black women.
Yes.
It's very
Mm-hmm.
much sugar daddies is very much, in on the white side, which is all
Mm-hmm.
well and good. I've read some cocks. I know y'all hate that word, and enjoyed it, but why can't the main characters look like me? And
Mm-hmm.
I think part of the reason so many people turn their nose up at sugar daddies or age gaps is because, and I know from personal experience, we're growing up as a young Black girl and you've developed, and these older men are catcalling you as you're walking down the street, or, walking up to you when they know they have no business. It creates a block in your mind where you're like, oh, that's disgusting. Oh, that's nasty. That made me uncomfortable. And so now I'm just going to be uncomfortable in it for the rest of my days. No, I'm not doing that. That's y'all's problem. Y'all knew how old I was. Y'all know. Y'all ain't had no business rolling up on me in the car or whatever. And I'm grown now.
Mm-hmm.
And so if I want to do grown things or write about grown things with people who happen to be a little bit more grown than I am, what's the problem? If that makes you uncomfortable, you have to unpack what happened. And, that's everybody's trauma to deal with. Some is more than others. I'm not judging, but don't turn around and then judge me because I'm expressing it in this way.
Yeah,
Okay,
for
I'm with
sure.
you.
And that
Now,
makes sense.
go ahead, Mika.
So you were saying that women are usually either hypersexualized or desexualized. And I think that the reason I write sexual women the way that I do is because it's the desexualization that happens when you're fat. It's the idea
Mm-hmm.
that you're not going to have good sex, or
Mm-hmm.
that people are always going that you're going to get like the bottom of the barrel kind of sex. And not only do you get bottom of the barrel sex, but then people are going to turn around and hide that they're even having sex with you. So it's, you know what I'm saying? So it's just, it's that archetype of the fat woman just being somehow unworthy of good sex. And so I write very
Mm-hmm.
sexual characters for that reason, because you're not going to tell me, I mean, like Wit said, you're not going to shame me, you're not going to tell me that I can't be a sexual being because I'm in this body that just for whatever reason isn't attracted to you. Like, you're not going to tell me I can't be a sexual, like nobody's going to tell any of my girls that they can't be a fully formed, fully adventurous sexual being. And so I push back against that desexual desexualization, that idea that fat women aren't attractive enough to even garner that type of attention that would lead to
Mm-hmm.
that kind of sex or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So it's important for me to, and I mean, and you should know, I mean, just in the future, if you're going to keep reading my work, they're only going to get fatter. So I mean, just, just so it's important for me to just lay that out on the line. And that's the main reason why I write open door romance, because I want you to see what's happening to
Mm-hmm.
these women, that they're consenting to,
Yeah.
that they're experiencing, that they are living in.
Yeah.
It's important for me, for the audience to see that, and to see that, to see the possibilities in that.
Absolutely. For
When I'm
me,
writing, oh,
oh, go ahead, Meek.
no, I was going to say, when I'm writing, I'm coming from a place where sex was not talked about in the household. And so a lot of my sexual discovery was finding it by myself. So seeing it in a book and being able to consume it, it just feels like that just makes it more important of a conversation. Teach your girls that it's okay to touch yourself. Teach your girls that it's okay. It's okay if you like to lick your man's butthole. It's okay if he likes to suck your toes. Like, let's grow
Yes.
up. So yeah, I'm just coming from a
Yes.
place where I didn't grow up in that kind of conversation.
One of the things that I wanted to point out about the hypersexualization to desexualized is in the black community. Sometimes you have to choose between being sexy and smart. Are y'all familiar with like that dichotomy? So
Yeah.
if you're a little girl and you think you cute, they'd be like, no, you need to be smart. Like you need to pay attention to books and stuff like that. And so one of my favorite things about some of my favorite smutty heroines is how freaking smart they are boss bitches who are also getting put between the washer and the dryer regularly, right? They're
Hmm.
brilliant and they're not sacrificing their education, they're not sacrificing their careers, they're not sacrificing who they are in order to be seen as sexy. And I think that that is edifying for black women to know that like you do not have to choose. You can be a freak and a boss at the same time.
And it took me a
And
long
there
time
are,
Yes.
to figure that out.
It is. Like for
yeah.
me, I at times feel like people misuse the term hypersexualization when somebody's openness sexually makes them uncomfortable. That is a tag that people love to slap on things. And so I don't think women having the same sex drive or better as men makes them hypersexual. I don't think talking about your sex life in a healthy way when it's consensual and pleasurable makes you hypersexual. And you're not going to tell me too much porn is being watched. Okay. $1 billion industry.
Yeah.
But then we keep slapping negative connotations on liking sex. It's just a very weird thing. And so I just write in a way that there's no shame. You're not going to, I don't care how much you cry about women rimming men. You're not going to upset. I don't care. It's being discussed. It's happening. I know what those porn category rankings are because I am filthy enough to go and do my research on it. Okay. Frauding is a thing. So just crossing. And
And rubbing.
Thank
yep,
you for the demonstration.
you're
Um,
welcome. The
we
the
appreciate
more
that.
you
Who had the
know.
I'm
most
a visual
visual?
learner.
But and also like for me, with my dabble into erotica, it was important that my character Zaria's like her pleasure was first and foremost. Like what she wanted, she was going to get. And even writing it, the scene that is most famous in the book, I didn't even intend to write like that because at first I was like, oh, they're gonna have a cute little dinner where he makes her orgasm or whatever, then they're gonna go back home and do it. All right. So I'm writing the scene and I'm like, she has just been away from her man for 6 months. My girl deserves more than just some hand action under the table. What can we do to show that she deserved that pleasure and the reader be able to feel it? And
You showed it.
that's how we get another young man in the scene.
And
You
that
feel it, I
showed
did.
it.
And feel it,
uh
I did.
look, and for me, just writing that was so beautiful because between the three of them, it was a very beautiful moment, I would say myself. But also, like, consent was on the forefront before anything began. And then it's just like, yeah, put this girl on a pedestal and sop her up with a biscuit because she deserves it, because she's a hard ass working black woman who is beautiful inside and out. And why wouldn't you want to give her multiple orgasms? Like, duh.
Why
Um,
wouldn't you?
and just thinking about that, and my stepmom is reading the book now, and at first, y'all, yeah. At first I was nervous for her to read it because, older woman, but she's a huge supporter. And then a part of me had to check that because I'm like, I was looking at her like she was this non-sexual being that could not enjoy this book, and I wanted to keep her hidden from it. I'm like, first of all, she married to the player from the Himalayas, okay? She know what she doing. Go ahead and enjoy yourself. So that it was just a full circle moment for me, and I really love that liberation.
And I
That's
love that
that.
you were able to recognize that and check that, like in yourself, like, oh, I was underestimating her, so let me not do that. Like I
Yeah.
love that you were able to just, because that shows active unlearning when you can catch yourself in those moments where it's just like,
I
oh,
think
okay,
it's
that's not
also
okay.
important. Like, I do love when I see 40 plus stories or whatever, and they fucking down, right? Because life does not stop because you are a mother or because you are a wife or whatever the case may be. So I do like when I see that in fiction, because I at one point was like, oh, I because I ain't shared CM Barnes books with my mom. I'm not gonna do that. But I did let her know that she
I
can.
wasn't trying to have my
No,
mother read my book. I am still kind
correct.
of like, that is. And then she makes jokes. I'm so sorry to interrupt you.
You good?
She'd be like, he. She learned all that from her mama. No, I didn't. I don't
See,
know you to do any
and
of this
and
shit.
so see, my mama is the same way, right? Because when she finally found out that I was sexually, I had just lied to that lady face the day before and told her I was a virgin, and then she had found out the next day, girl. Anyway, we'll get to that on another. I'll tell y'all that after we get off the live. So,
Oh, mine
so,
is funny.
so after that, she had got real comfortable because, like, oh, so obviously you are having sex, right? So now she like, oh, you can have him do that. Don't talk to me like that. But I have to remember, I also
We
was
is
the
not
young ass kid. We
homegirls.
not. But I also was the young girl going through my mama's shit when I had no business, and I found some stuff in her goddamn drawer. I ain't gonna put stuff. I ain't
The
gonna put
first thing
business
I
that.
found in my mother joy was the Joyous Sex book with all the
Why?
positions in
See, you
there.
see, I just said I wasn't putting my mama business out, and you gonna put big cat shit on the screen.
She always telling Big Cat
I
God
was
damn,
in
business.
big
that
cat, don't be telling her
motherfucker.
business like
This,
this.
this me. Oh, oh, like, hey,
Babe.
mind you,
Let me,
I've been married 10 years, and I gave it up before the date even started. We didn't even go on a date yet.
And you
We
already
was in a
knew.
pre-date. I was on my back,
Period. You knew.
shamelessly. 2 kids later,
And
sometimes
there
you
you
gotta take
go.
the
paying
edge off,
bills.
Candace. The pre-date fuck is necessary. Sometimes you gotta take the edge off.
Dinner
Like you
tastes
were
so much
nervous.
better.
After the fact.
It do, because
You know what?
you
I can concur.
relax.
Yes.
You
You can
Hmm.
just
relax.
eat
And it's
what
just
you
like,
want. You
oh,
ain't
no
gotta
pressure.
worry about how it's gonna
A
hit your
pre
stomach.
like a pre-dicking, a pre-licking.
Yeah,
Hey,
Yes.
Please,
it's your
hey,
like a
wow.
dickmatizer,
Real,
a
I just,
dickmatizer, like
re-
an appetizer. Your
A
wow.
dickatizer.
preliminary
Y'all are still doing
dickatizer.
this.
a
So,
dickatizer,
so is this
huh?
episode,
Eat that
I
shit
hope
up.
this is being recorded. I hope this is being recorded so that because if it is, we are going to put this on the thing. And if so, the episode is now going to be called Dickmatizer. Okay. What was it?
Dick, dick,
Dickmatizer? What?
Dickatizer,
Dickmatizer.
dickatizer,
appetizer. You be
Like
sitting at the
appetizer,
table
dickatizer.
like
a,
Okay, great.
a dick
So
y'all know
just in
appetizer.
case it's Giggy, just in case it's go on the thing, that's the period.
I
Cause
mean,
period.
I'm just saying, I don't know about nobody else, but first dates make me nervous. If we could take the
That
edge
you
off
know it.
right away, I,
Like,
I'm.
let's have a
Maybe
little
I don't
piece of
need to worry
chicken
about it.
and a little piece of fucking to take the edge off. I'm gonna be
I
good after
agree.
You
that.
gonna be sitting at that table like Elmo in that gift when he was on the
Adding a
toilet
blunt
like
for
this.
me.
Uh, uh,
I was
uh,
just about to
uh,
say I want to smoke
uh,
one
uh,
and bust one, and then we can go out.
Adding a blunt for me.
Oh, now we in love.
But
Okay.
okay, by the time
Okay,
I was about to say, by the time somebody not
making
beating, it's like, oh my god.
making promises you're not gonna keep, huh? Sign me
They
up,
want over there.
please.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
yours.
mean, I'm a fire sign, so my period's coming off first date regardless. That's just,
I know
how it
that's
works.
right,
Hey,
Okay,
Babs.
hey,
well, look here.
hey.
And
Sometimes my
two
pennies
is
coming off and
me,
it
a
ain't no
fire
date.
sign, big
Shamika,
Aries, huh?
Shamika said first date
Big
no matter what,
toxic.
y'all.
You know what? I believe that too.
I'm putting that in your contact in my phone. Just you keep
What,
notes.
big Aries?
Big
Yeah,
toxic.
big toxic. Now, this is such a fun conversation.
Not Bree, you been a little quiet.
Yes,
Check
you're
in.
right.
You good over there?
I'm good. I'm good.
Okay,
But
okay.
I know we talking about owning our sexuality, owning our pleasure. So, what does it mean for a Black woman to write her own pleasure on her own terms? And how is that a political act as much as it is a creative one?
The world is
That's
trying to
a hell of
silence
a
us.
question.
It was a good question. They're trying to silence us actively right now in
For
every
sure.
aspect in the law and in some people's families, on the TV, everything about personally. I feel like everything about our lives as Black women, both sexually and non-sexually, is both under scrutiny and under attack.
Mm-hmm.
Because how dare you want pleasure for yourself? How dare you be outspoken? How dare you tell me what you want to do with your body? And
How dare
so
you prioritize yourself over what a man wants? Because that becomes
exactly.
that's the
Yeah.
switch for people. How dare you not succumb to all of these unrealistic standards we've set on you and do something for yourself and leave men out in the cold?
And quite
It's
frankly, why would I want to do something for a man? Ew. I, no.
Where has that ever gotten us?
Where?
Destitute,
Nowhere good.
looking old, decrepit,
Too
got heart
many.
issues.
because, sister, that's a rough 48.
That's a that's a rough 36.
And I
It's
think that,
rough out here.
along with that, it's just everything falls in tandem. So it's just like we have the systemic oppression and the racism in this country that is just weighing down on us. And then we have like other levels of things that are just everybody around us feels like they know, like as far as Black women go, everybody around us feels like they know what we should be doing. Um, it's just, every time I turn around, it's on some level, and it doesn't, it's from a political level all the way down to a familial level. It's Black women are going to save us. And
Mm-hmm.
so it's just like somebody's going to get me out of this jam. Somebody's going to, rescue me from this. Somebody's going to fill in the gap, and it's probably going to be a Black woman. And I think that the more I every time I release a book, it's proof that I have prioritized myself and my own happiness. Every
Yeah.
single time. Every time I have a release date, every time I put a book out, it is proof to me that I am Shameka Erby. I'm not my mother's most responsible child, and I'm not my father's most responsive child. I'm not Ashamika, the single childless one who fills in all the gaps. I'm not any of those things. Like every time I release a book, I'm Shameka Irby, and I can be that for myself. And so, like, that's a triumph. And I feel like doing that on the level in my life just fortifies me to do it even more, like in the world. It's just like, no, I'm not gonna save you from that. I'm not gonna, you know, I'm not gonna say, like, I'm not gonna do this. I'm not gonna be this. I'm not gonna be in this box because you want me to. You don't get to decide what's best for me. So I think for me, every time I release a book, I tend, even though like we know everything we do in our lives is political, it's not my first thought to think of my life that way, but I suppose it is. And so, but every time I release a book, it's proof that I thought about myself first. And I think
Mhm.
that like that's revolutionary for us to do, just
Yeah.
off the top.
And every time I write what I want to write, that's also an act for myself. I don't write for anybody else. I love y'all readers down, but I really don't write for y'all. I did not write Senna getting her cootie cat played with under that table for y'all. I wrote that for me. Okay, I
Thank
did
you.
not.
Well,
Wait,
thank you
I
for
gotta
your
snap you up. I gotta
contribution.
snap you up.
Like
Girl,
I did not write Reagan and Sweet Control making that man get on his knees and beg her to
Mm.
let him come for y'all. I wrote that for me because that's what I wanted to write. That's what I like to write. And so if you enjoyed it, that's great. If it wasn't for you, that's also fine. But it wasn't for you to begin with. That was my act of I'm going to do what I want to do.
see, and that is the thing. If you anybody who's followed me on social media for any length of time, they've probably heard me say the art has to be mine before it's anybody else's. I tell
Mhm.
everybody that this art is mine. I do this shit for me. You ain't never gonna see me. I mean, and it's not shade, but you ain't never gonna see me on threads or nothing going, do y'all think audiences would like if I wrote this or wrote this or wrote this?
Yeah.
I do this shit for me. Am I always humbled and grateful that other people connect with it? Absolutely. But that's not why I did it. It was mine. The art is mine. It has to be mine before it's anybody else's. And so, like, that is a reclaiming of myself every time I put something down on this laptop or on a piece of paper. Like, that's me reclaiming a piece of me. And, like, I'm glad you're along for the journey, but I didn't do it for you.
I didn't
And
do it for you.
and I think that's most important because it makes the story that more authentic when you stay true to your voice. I write for the girls who may have grown up not looking like everybody else around them, but they're still going to get put through the mattress because being scarred, having chronic illnesses does not stop you from getting loved on at all. I'm proof of that. Okay. So it's important that in every story that I write, you're going to see some semblance of that. And that within itself is revolutionary because you have women out here feeling like they aren't worthy of love because they look a certain way or things that they cannot control at all. And so they fall in line with anything so that they can feel that partnership. And I want to show you that you don't have to put up with mess
Yes.
just because you aren't blemish free. That's not how this works. You can still own yourself, your sexuality, put your standards on the table, and there's a man that, or woman that will meet you where you are, or multiple, whatever you want. It's your world, girl,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and
As
you don't
both
have
an
to
Uh,
put
H
yourself
as
by the
both an
wayside for
HS
it.
and a PCOS girly, I can attest to
yeah.
that. So
Uh, I mean, for me, I write for women who wear so many hats that they lose their identity.
Mhm.
Um, I do a lot. And for me, writing has been an outlet to get back to Candace, the woman. Because it's Candace the wife and Candace the mother and Candace the engineer and Candace the daughter, Candace the Girl Scout mom, the band mom, all these things, the autism mom, and you find yourself out of sync with who you are as just a woman. Writing has given me that back, so that's why I don't get into the big arguments when people don't like what I write, because you were not my target audience. I was my target audience. The
Yeah.
woman I'm becoming is my target audience. So I write what I want to read, what I like to read. I reread my own books. I reread my author friends' books. If it's good and it's nasty, I am in there.
I'm talking about in it.
Not coming up off it. I'm talking about start imagining it's me. Hell yeah.
My clips
If
and
I was
Audible
in
go
there,
crazy.
you start rewriting shit that you would that won't like, yeah, I like that too. Now do this. You know, you can get in there.
That's why cinnamon on the table right now on the nightstand. Okay, pure.
Okay.
Okay,
And
so oh, were you
no,
about to
go
say
ahead.
something?
Go ahead.
I was just gonna ask. So we are talking about how writing the erotica or the sexual liberation feels to us in this space. Who were the writers, artists, or cultural figures who gave you permission to explore the space without shame?
Zane, the lady herself, she was who we the blueprint really, well, for me at least, because I what was the first one? Addicted was the first one that I read, and then Sex Chronicles. And Sex Chronicles really was like, oh, we can do these things and enjoy these things. Just like she said in her speech, you could tell the men what they want, you know? So yeah, Zane, the blueprint for me.
You know, my first Zane book was The Sisters of Alpha Phi Fuck 'Em.
Woo!
Yeah. Woo.
And
Yes.
I like that was a hell of an intro
That was
because
a
I was definitely
No
wow
that
way.
person.
intro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, even you have Noir, who was on the
Mm-hmm.
urban erotica scale. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So much of the and I would go as far to say taboo.
Yeah.
Because a lot of those themes, those huge age gaps and all that kind of stuff, Noir was exploring that. Like it
Hmm.
was being explored. So and then you have Elin Harris on the queer side.
Mm-hmm.
Um, one of my favorite male romance writers was Eric Jerome Dickey, and the care that he
Oh,
took
gee.
Yes.
with
Yeah.
Yeah.
intimacy in his books. He was truly a romantic at heart, even when he was stepping his toe in some of the other stuff. So, yeah, we have some great OGs. Had some. May they rest in
Mm-hmm.
peace.
I agree. I
What I
agree.
think
Zane
is
was
even
definitely a
doper
dictator for me.
is to be able to exist in a space where your peers are your role models and your role models are your peers too,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Because there's been a lot of talk tonight about like how much, like I know, like about how long I've known y'all. Like I'm like, oh, I'm so ready for her next book. Like I need that, and I be trying so hard to be a good friend and not like press you, but come on, right? And I think it's cool to be able to be doing the same work with people that you have access to, right? Because when you get down or when you start to be like, man, fuck this, sorry, YouTube. It's like, like when you have people around you to pick you back up when the rough week comes, when you're like, this is really annoying, I could sell out. um, all those things come. You have the people around you and the community that has become Black erotica readers specifically.
Hmm.
So years ago, um, uh, because I was, I had a reading ass mama, and so, um, I was reading about sex before I could even comprehend sex because I was always sneaking her romance novels and whatever. So, but years ago, when I wanted to think about sex like on my own, when I was getting into my teenage years, I read an anthology called Erotique Noir. And it was um what do you call that? Edited by a lady named Miriam DaCosta Willis, I think. And it is full of stories, just erotic stories, black people, it's black, it's queer, it's sexual, it's in that book opened up the door for me to think about how passion worked between us, because it's just because it's like when you're of a certain age, the only adults in your life are like related to you, and you don't want to think about them having sex. So it's like, so it's just like, it was just, Shameka wants to know what the adults are doing. So so I read this anthology, and it probably came out, I want to say 1984. I must have read it cover to cover at least 3 times back then. And then other erotic anthologies started coming out. There was a series called Brown Sugar, edited by a woman named Carol Taylor, and I devoured those books. And that was like the center of my the beginning of me learning about black sexuality, like, in not even just the varieties and how much it encompassed, but in literature. It was just like, oh, it was graphic, but it was explicit but not graphic. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was explicit but it was still beautiful. There's something really, and even when it's just a short story, they're not telling a love story, there's still something very romantic about it. And so I have a copy of it now. I have 2 copies of it now, actually, and I carry that book with me. And I always think about it whenever we talk about erotica, just because that really opened the door for me, uh, just to think about black people in that way, in a way of where they're just free, where these people are. There's one short story about a woman um being out of town, and it's just, she came home and her man missed her, and they fucked a lot. And it's there's beauty in it, but it's just, but it was just so raw, and like really really, um it really really taught me something about how to express sexuality, especially when I'm writing it like years later. I feel like I still carry pieces of that when I'm drafting something.
Now, y'all good? I just want to make sure I ain't cutting nobody off. Y'all straight?
No, yeah, I'm good.
All right. Now, I want to ask, what does a truly liberated character look like on the page? And what are the most common mistakes writers make when trying to create one?
Mm.
That's a good question.
I don't mind hating from outside the club for a second. It's okay. Um,
Oh man, that is a question, ain't it?
if a character has nothing about them that's incongruous, have you ever met a character like characters that are flat, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like how they act is how they look, is how they talk. There's nothing about them. They don't like randomly speak French, or real people have quirks. And so when you meet characters that are too stereotypical with nothing different about them, you know that character is like flat, and that's a character development thing that I really enjoy about y'all's books, about how you'll be like, he talks to her so terrible, or he talks to her like this, but he'll kill him, right? Like, this dichotomy of energy is really cool to witness in a book.
Honestly.
I think another mistake that people tend to make is throwing everything at the wall, so to speak. Like, just
Mm.
putting every single thing that they have ever heard of, ever seen, ever read in one character. And, readers talk about all the time, oh, that's unrealistic, that's unrealistic. First of all, I hate that because this is fiction. Girl, grow up. But
It's not real.
it's not real. But also, in some aspects, one character cannot be every single thing. People have a lot of kinks, they have a lot of turn ons, but if you throw everything from the refrigerator into the kitchen sink, you can kind of tell, like, you just went here for shock value, or you just did this because you thought it would sound good, or you didn't even research, or you didn't even put any heart into this.
Mm.
And I think when there's no heart in the story, in the characters, in the sex itself, it's very obvious.
Well,
And
research
readers can
smut.
tell. I don't know what author needs to hear this, but readers can tell.
Do your smutty research.
I think I think for me a common mistake is to I think a common mistake sometimes people make when trying to write completely liberated, especially sexually characters, is they tend to carry the expectations of other people. Um, Everything they do is because somebody thought they never would.
Mm.
Um, Everything they experience is because somebody told them that they couldn't or they didn't or that you know what I'm saying. So it's just like nothing that they do is for the joy or the pleasure of themselves. Everything they do is to knock down the expectations of someone else. Um, I think that if you're going to write somebody who's liberated, especially sexually, then it's got to be. I mean, whatever. I mean, whatever I'm doing. So like when I write a female character, whatever when I write a woman character, whatever she's doing sexually in the book, she's doing to get a nut. Like that's that's why you're doing it. Like you know what I'm saying? Like for
Yeah.
like at its core, that's why you're doing it. You're doing it to
Mm.
get off. And so the minute that you write something where you're attaching somebody else's expectations to that character, like, oh, I'm gonna fuck this man and we're not married because my parents said it was a sin and to hell with them. It's like, you know what I'm saying? So it's just the minute that you put somebody else's expectations on them, you take away some of their freedom, I think, when you're writing them.
And I think it also goes back to what you all were talking about earlier with creating your art for yourself. When when you're writing and it's not for you at first, I feel like that's a huge mistake when it comes to showing what is the motivation behind this character doing XYZ. Like, are we just writing it because we want to emulate another book, or are you writing it because this is what you feel on the inside that this character is supposed to do? And when it's the former, we can tell. And so I think that's probably the biggest mistake, which goes back to the point of your art is your art. Yes, we put it out in the world and others receive it, but if you not down for it in the beginning, it's gonna show with this character who just is randomly doing all this shit with no background, no rhyme or reason. like like what's going on here? So that for me would probably be the biggest mistake, is writing for the audience instead of writing for yourself.
There are a lot of characters dying and who meet the audience expectations.
Shameka, can you
Can't hear you.
what
You, we didn't hear you.
Did you hear me? Can you hear me
We
now?
can.
yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
What just happened? I told you I had to restart it twice. I said there are a lot of characters dying under the weight of audience expectations.
Mm, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You know what? Yeah, hell yeah.
Mhm.
The audience
I
gonna get what they get, okay?
I no,
Yes.
because I don't believe in doing, and I'm not calling readers fans. It's just a term. Please don't want to argue me down. I don't believe that as authors we should be taking fan service and fan requests. Because as a writer, for me, when my characters come to me, um, it's authentic. Like I'm minding my business, and a set of characters or a story or an idea pops up, and so imagine how it feels to have people who read some of your work, maybe not all of it, dictating how you should write and who you should write. I think it's a bad formula, and a lot of times it does fall flat when a writer is taking fan service, because you could tell they weren't passionate about it. So
The very first thing I say whenever anybody asks me about writing is honest. I say writing is honest. Like I mean, and for some people that doesn't make sense because I write fiction, but it makes perfect sense. Like my characters are true to me. They're true to what's coming on. They're true to what's coming out of my head. My writing is honest. This is the story that these people told me, and I didn't, and I can't let anybody get in the way of that.
And I think
Yeah.
true, like, sexual liberation in a story for me is really centered around joy. Like, is is what is happening in the story bringing the people that it's happening to pleasure? Is it bringing them fun? Is it bringing them love? Are they happy in what they're doing? And I think you can tell when that is placed in the story. At least I think you can tell when it's placed in the story. Because otherwise, like we said, it kind of just falls flat. And I think, like you said, it has to flow naturally. I'm not gonna hold you. I don't know what's gonna end up in the page when I start writing. I don't know what these people gonna do. Okay, but once it starts coming to you, you can tell what feels authentic for that character, for that situation, for that story that you're trying to tell, as opposed to what you're trying to force.
Yes.
Agreed.
So, with speaking about, sexual liberation for writers just starting in this genre, what's your advice for building confidence in writing liberation authentically rather than performing it?
Don't listen to these people. Don't listen to these people on social media. Please, I'm
Literally.
begging
No,
you.
yeah, for
I'm begging
real.
you. Because I'm not gonna hold you. As a reader who is also a writer, readers don't know what they want until they read it. They don't
Yeah,
know, and I know that's gonna hurt somebody's feelings. But you don't know what you like until you read it. You don't know what you don't like until you read it. And so, if you're writing what you want to write, just let it find who it's supposed to find. Don't
Yeah.
worry about how people are going to receive it. Don't worry about, oh, if I write that she is fucking her best friend's daddy, is somebody gonna be mad? If I write that she got her man's legs up in the air, are they gonna be upset? They might be. But did you like it? Do you like
yeah.
it?
Because somebody always gonna have something to say. So,
Because somebody always gonna have something to say.
yeah,
Listen, if you want to write truly sexually liberated characters in your books, unlearn your biases, unpack your trauma.
Mm-hmm.
If you got insurance, use it. Find somebody's couch to sit on and do what you got to do for yourself. Like, unlearn your biases and unpack your trauma, because I have read many a sex scene in a book that made me uncomfortable after I was done because it felt coercive. And if the author is being true to them, then that's how they see sexual acts, as something that they always have to be pushed into or convinced to do. And that's trauma. And
yeah,
y'all should unpack that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, putting that on the page is who. I mean, and
yeah,
I and after reading it, it's just like, oh, like, and then, and I wasn't angry. It was more of a, oh, kind of like, that's sad, like, that's how you would see a sexual act where you're supposed to be getting pleasure and joy. And so, and then sometimes I have read books where, and then another thing, are use of, you know just overt or even borderline homophobic and transphobic language. Like, that's, we got to unpack that. Like, I,
yeah,
you can write all the sex you want in a book, but you're never going to write a really sexually liberated character until you unlearn your biases and unpack your trauma.
Yeah. Wow.
yeah, for sure.
A word.
Period. You better
Mm-hmm.
preach on
No,
tonight.
I don't have anything to add.
We need to clip
Yeah,
that
because
part.
she said that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We are clipping that. Yeah.
Period. Now to close us out, because it's late and it's Friday, and Niggas have stuff to do.
We got things to do.
What
Yes.
does the future of black erotic fiction look like to you? And what needs to change in publishing to support that future? Oh my God, that blunt.
In your chest.
To support that
Um,
future. Amen.
I think Black erotica is in a great space in in literary times, both especially independently. But as we see, if we keep writing and telling our stories the way we want to tell them, they will come knocking. They will come seeking us out because there always has been and always will be value in the talent of Black women and Black men in this space, but predominantly Black women. Our talent always stands out. It always does. Black erotica has gotten better and better and better over time, if you ask me.
Yeah.
So they're coming.
So I say that Black erotica is gonna get queerer, and it's gonna get more non-monogamous, and it's going to get less Christian.
Mhm.
So all of those things are gonna show up, and it's gonna reflect all of Black women and not just a small subset of them.
I
I
agree with Shanae. I
agree.
think it's going to get more fluid. I think it needs to get more fluid. I think
Mm-hmm.
um, for the future of erotica, and I also think that looking at erotica beyond the lens of, oh, they hunt a lot, oh, it's a really spicy book, oh, it's just a bunch of smut, like looking beyond the lens of seeing it, like seeing just sexual activity as like what Wit was saying, like as joy and as pleasure and as affirmation of life. Like if we can push erotica beyond even like just the physical act, I think that that helps not only push that along, but it helps to push romance along too. Because just as a genre, I mean, Black romance as a genre, just because I think that it is, for me, it's a bit frustrating um, that now, like the way we measure books, the way we rate books with the, the chili peppers and the whatever people use or whatever, it's a bit frustrating to me that a lot of times we pull the physical intimacy from the rest of the romance as if physical intimacy is not or can't be romantic. I don't like that we started to separate the two. And so I think pushing us forward in erotica can only help us in romance. Um, because physical intimacy is romantic. It can be romantic. It can be loving. It's those things. So yeah,
I
but I
love
think it's gonna
taking
get more
dick.
fluid. What?
Okay.
Ah,
Okay. I mean, same, but okay.
I
my bad.
But I
well,
think Shamika's right. There's intimacy in the act, and I think a lot of times people separate that out. They take that out. I'm very intentional in categorizing all of my erotica as romantic erotica. It might not be a romance, but there is a romantic element to all of the erotica that I write. Not necessarily because everybody ends up in a relationship, but because there's some sort of love and action and care in everything that these characters do. You cannot have sex with somebody that you are not willing to take care of in some sort of aspect, whether it's taking care of their emotional needs, their physical needs, their orgasmic needs. Like there's some sort of care that lies in all of that. And I think if we remember that in erotica, as well as unpacking our biases, baby, we can do whatever we want.
hello, somebody.
Hello. I know we about to go. I just want to get this off my chest.
You don't really
Oh,
have
here we.
to.
No,
Oh
hold
Lord.
on. Hold on.
Okay.
And
Okay.
feel free to throw the ether beat on the back. Look at me when I say this.
Dun.
Y'all said
I don't want
my
to.
shit didn't have no storyline. It ain't got no plot.
They
It
lie.
ain't got this. It ain't got my shit went number one in every format. Ebook, paper book, audio book.
Talk your shit.
Right. Talk to
That
Come
me.
on,
whole
Candace.
series is in the top 100.
There we
Huh?
go.
Mm-hmm.
That
Mm-hmm.
whole series is getting duet narration.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That whole
Hello.
series is gonna be in your local bookstore starting May of next year. Please leave me alone. If you don't like my shit, block me. Block me or take your ass over to Stonebridge and read Concrete and Cadence. If it's ever a book set in Winston Hills, it's gonna be fucking nasty. It's gonna be
And
Yeah,
I
definitely
nasty.
can't
better
wait
spot.
for the other ones. Uh.
The second gen is gonna be nasty.
Mm-hmm.
Leave me alone.
Cletus.
Come
I'm so
on, D
tired of
Cooch, you
fighting.
better
I'm
talk
so
that.
tired of fighting for my life on the interwebs because some too grown for y'all, but y'all got 4 or 5 kids. Huh? I know
Hey,
Somebody
you
buying
hey,
her books,
what?
bro. Somebody buying
you're
them.
not a virgin. You understand taking of the dicking very well.
Do
Hold on, hold
they?
on. Just because they got kids don't mean it was pleasurable.
And don't mean
They
they
know how
Mm-hmm.
to
Well,
understand.
there we
I
go.
know because they just
Well,
leave
there
me
we go.
alone.
Cause
You do
look,
not
it's
have to start a DNF train against me. Enough motherfuckers have DNF me, but even more like me. So, like, go read what you want to read if it's not my shit. Lennox Lane coming out.
that's more your speed. No, but
Thank you.
thank you.
Thank
You
Shameka,
feel
y'all.
you
better
putting that.
now?
Huh?
Yes,
Now
I've been
she
wanting
need
to
to
say
get that
that.
off.
I wanted to save it for our shit. That's the kind of rant you put on your own show.
Okay.
The
I
lit
was
like award winning lit library.
better talk heavy.
Yes.
Oh,
Renominated
I was
for
about to
now
say
book club of the year.
the thing in the room. But anyway, thank y'all for joining us tonight.
Yeah.
Women's on the panel.
Yes.
We appreciate y'all so much. Now
Don't
It was
we?
listen,
Thank
Thank you
it
for
was a
you.
asking
really
me.
good time.
Thanks
Oh.
for having us.
y'all can follow
Yes.
Miss Lady Marie at Lady Marie Writes. That's right.
Yes.
That is right.
Okay, amazing. Shameka Erby writes.
No,
Okay.
it's just Shamika.
Wow, when'd you do that?
See, it's just Shamika, right?
I need one of those. Yes.
Okay, you can get that from Mahogany Bookworm. Yeah, okay, I remember her name. Author D.H. Renfro, she over here. We got author, no, The Right Barnes, okay?
You
Author
got
Dot
me.
Minx and Chanee Speaks. Okay, I look at me doing that, remembering names. Okay, I didn't
Yeah.
have to look
Come
at
on, girl.
nothing.
You did
Okay,
good. You
and
did
then
good.
and
Salute.
then Diane, Bree, she sometimes she be over there on Book Bay Bree. Don't worry if she don't be over there. Don't worry about it, okay?
I'm gonna
And
do
then
better. I'm gonna do better.
Hey,
nah,
when you
it's
see
okay,
us, you
boo.
see her. That's all that
That's
matters.
all
No,
that
no,
matters.
that's
You ain't got to do nothing you don't want to do. You do, baby. You don't have to do nothing.
You know what?
And
Take
No,
your ass to
I'm gonna
bed.
try to. I want to come correct. I just haven't, but I'm gonna get
it's
right.
okay. You over there raising the lit, baby. We giving you a whole lot of grace. We
we
don't care,
Yeah.
girl. It's fine. But
yeah.
shout out to the people for joining us. I'm about to turn this thing off because I got some chicken wings to eat. It was nice talking to y'all.
Good
Good
night.
night.
Good
Good
night.
Bye,
Good
night.
y'all.
night.
Now, bitch, I pressed